Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome to another side quest about video games with Exile Magpie.
Hello,
as always.
As always, indeed.
It's been a bit of a quiet week, I think. Really, there's been Resident Evil came out.
Yeah, I think when the big Resident Evil game comes out, is nah, no one's gonna pay attention to.
I'm just talking about for news.
Yeah, news.
It's been quite quiet. It's been Resident Evil came out, and that's really
that's pretty much it. I mean, every man, woman, and dog, and also Chihuahua has been playing the game.
Yeah.
You just can't get away from it.
No, you
but
can't.
I'm not complaining, because there are some streamers that I've been watching. Their reactions have been on my level of no, fuck off. Hell to the no to all of this.
It's a good game. If anybody wants to know my opinion on the game, it's a good game. I'm not very far into it. The videos are up, but I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah,
I like it. I've met the villagers. They are very lovely people, I should say. Lovely people. Anywho, on to the news. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about. Activision will triple the size of its key franchise teams off the back of Call of Duty's strong performance. Now, I know what this sounds like, so hold on. But what it actually is they're actually looking to expand the studios in the Poland, China, Australia, and Canada, mainly meaning they're looking to actually hire more people. I mean, being hired to just work on Call of Duty and nothing else, but...
Doesn't sound like my form of fun.
Yeah,
of an ideal job.
But it's a job.
That is very true. However, we all know that come the end of the financial year, Activision will offload probably about 2/3 of those people. So, Mr. Kotick can get his somehow deserved bonus of bullshit.
Yes.
But last week we had a massive rant over CEOs and why they're not. What exactly do they do?
Especially Bobby Kotick. But yeah, so basically, because Warzone has done massively well over the last year and a half, been about a year and a half since this Warzone. I know
it's the same Warzone. Oh, you mean since Black Ops 4?
Yeah, since the new... No, it's not even been a year and a half, is it?
It's been almost a year and a half. Because it wasn't originally... It was
Modern Warfare was the one that brought this
yeah, so it's about just over a year, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a
yeah, so
couple
Warzone's
of months.
done really, really well.
Yes, because it's Battle Royale, and Battle Royale is the big thing right now. So
they're wanting to most likely expand on that.
Yes. I just want the next big thing to be cute, adorable puzzle platformers, because I want to know what the fuck Activision are going to do then.
It would be funny, wouldn't it?
It would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious if the next thing is I don't know, if you're a cute fluffy bunny jumping things. Looney Tunes Time Adventure with Bugs Bunny. If anybody remembers that from the PS1
days. That is going back a bit.
Yes. That would generally be quite funny if that was the next thing.
It's probably not, but still.
No, it's not going to be. It's probably going to be, I don't know, I'm going to say it's going to be a puzzle game though. I think puzzle games are Actually, no. Just because there seem to be more and more of them cropping up. Metroidvania games seem to be coming back into popularity.
I would definitely not say no to that, because I love the shit out of Bloodstained. It was friggin' fantastic.
So anyway, back onto this. Yeah, basically, because Warzone has done really, really well for Activision over the last year and a bit, they have decided to expand they want to triple the size of their studios working on Call of Duty. It's basically all it is.
So Activision are basically just going to become Call of Duty. That's it.
Well, yeah, because Blizzard are the thing that do the other ones.
Yeah, and Blizzard are slowly narrowing down the stuff they do.
Exactly. But they don't do Call of Duty.
No.
See, that's the definition.
Can you tell what was made by Activision and what was made by Blizzard? Well,
is it Call of Duty? No,
that
was
is
made
Blizzard.
by Blizzard. And even then, is it Overwatch? If Overwatch 2 ever comes, Diablo, it's some sort of weird Diablo clone.
Overwatch, Diablo, or
something to do with Warcraft. If it's none of those three, then fuck knows who made it.
Because clearly Blizzard are not allowed to do anything other than associate to those three things now. I mean, hell, I feel sorry for anyone liking StarCraft. Sorry, mate. This is the best you got. There's no more. It's done. You're not getting any more.
So, but actually, they're also looking to open new studios with these expansions.
Again,
this will include new studios and expanding existing teams.
Again, Activision have a big habit of firing a whole bunch of people just before the end of the financial year.
Yes.
We are at the very beginning of the financial year. So, yeah, if you want a job for 11 months, go to Activision. Just, don't expect it to last beyond April.
Yeah.
Next year.
I'll just go through the little quote because he's actually said, Bobby Kotick's actually said something.
Oh, he's actually opened his mouth and said something.
From the start of 2020 through the end of next year, we intend to hire more than 2,000 developers. We plan to triple the size of certain franchise teams compared to those sizes in 2019, and we have aggressive hiring plans around the world, including new studios or major expansions in Poland, China, Australia, and Canada.
I noticed he said 2020.
Yeah, well, that's what it's on here. That might be a typo. It might supposed to be 2021, but it does say 2020.
Yeah, but he also said compared to 2019. Now you could class them moving. Is it Toys for Bob's?
Toys for Bob.
Toys for Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could class that as expanding.
That's very true. That is very true. But also what we found here, because there's a little bit of data on this. So basically, the monthly active user count for Warzone is up 40% from last year.
Well, yeah, you've just got a new map.
And it's actually looking like it's actually going to go up 60%. And no, they do not have a new map. That is not a new map.
I was going to let you finish and then say, when I say new map, I mean the new skin colour on the map.
That is not a new map. Everything is exactly where it was before. It's just,
80s.
The stadium's not there.
It's 80s instead of...
Yeah.
And it's 80s instead of 2010s, which, considering the fact that they basically went Eastern Europe, I don't think there's that much difference.
No.
Maybe they decided to throw a bit of neon in. Because, Not that I'm saying Activision is lack of originality, but...
you know what? I generally, if I was in the gaming industry, the thing that probably wouldn't worry me the most is being a small development team.
Oh, being put under the umbrella of
because no, even then, there is a small chance that Activision or Ubisoft or EA buys the company.
If you're not the owner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'd be worried. I mean, if they buy us, all that's going to happen is all the work that we've done is probably going to get shoved out the window, and we're going to end up working on Call of Duty, FIFA, or I don't know, the next awful Creed game.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you. I think that's a good segue into Ubisoft.
Yeah, shall we go into Ubisoft and talk about what they're going to do now?
Yeah.
This is how quiet it's been for the last week, because this is literally, I've literally gone through so many websites to find some sort of
something to actually talk about.
Something to talk about, and this is one of them. Ubisoft will now brand all its own games as Ubisoft Originals. So what were they branded as before?
Ubisoft games?
Is my question.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, that is the oxymoron of oxymorons.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but what's in Assassin's Creed Valhalla is original. Now, don't get me wrong. The thing you should never do is try and come up with something uniquely original that's never been done before, because that's never going to happen. But there's a reason why people literally call Ubisoft games, and that's because they all follow the same formula.
Yeah, it's a trope now. That's how bad it's gotten. It's now a trope. Like, it's a Ubisoft game.
The map's split into zones with different resistance parts or something else.
You've got something that you've got to climb to switch on so you can get that zone of the map on your world map. There's tons and hundreds of bloody collectible things.
The map is literally full of tiny little dots of collectibles for you to collect that do jack fucking shit. At least with Ghost of Tsushima, 1, the HUD is not full of them, and 2, they do actually, after you collect them all, maybe some are not as big as others, but they have some effect on the game.
Well, most of the collectibles, like, you get something for collecting them.
Yes.
It may not be great.
That's what I'm saying. They may not be the biggest ones, but at least there's something for collecting them.
Yeah.
Like, unlike
Assassin's Creed just gives you like you got all the feathers. Well done, Jake, mate. Well done. You sad bastard.
That was the biggest disappointment. You got a cape.
Yeah, I got not even a good cape. It was all right. I would have been all right with it. It was like if it was really, really cool, but it was just the same as the original cape, but a bit shinier.
And also instantly gave you full alert on all the guards would chase you and everything.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, what is the point in this?
What is the point? What is the point in this, Ubisoft? But yeah, Ubisoft Originals. I'm like, are you telling me you're trying to? People,
are they not original?
Are people struggling to determine what is an Ubisoft game? I mean, they're apart from Rainbow Six Siege, they all have the similar mechanics. They all have a loot system. They all have their maps split into zones.
I'm actually, you know what? Speaking of Rainbow Six, I'm waiting for the next Rainbow Six game to be an open world. An open world 4-player Division type game, but worse.
Oh, you mean like a Ghost Recon?
Like Ghost Recon. It's just gonna be Ghost Recon, but it's
no,
Rainbow
instead of 4, it'll be 6.
Yeah,
you'll be allowed 6 people.
Oh, bless fucking Ubisoft. Like, I don't really like this. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. To which actually they've announced this with Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, which is a free-to-play game that's coming to consoles. I'm not sure if it's coming to PC yet, but I know it's coming to consoles.
Okay.
It's basically like...
it's going to be a shit multiplayer, isn't it?
It's like a weird sort of spin-off game. I'm hoping that it's not just a run-of-the-mill bloody... Because I like The Division, so I'm hoping it's not just a run-of-the-mill Battle Royale weird game thing that they're trying to pull in.
You know it is. You know it is, because you know the best thing about the First Division? They're semi... the survival. The semi... It was the one that was like... It was like... a battle royale where everyone was dropped on the map and everyone
survival mode.
The survival mode. Because everyone was drawn into the middle of the map because that's the only way to get the fuck off the island, off Manhattan. But like you were on a timer because you were infected and basically you had to keep yourself. It was really that mode was fucking amazing. But you know.
Oh, that's out later this year. Later this year or early next year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't hold hopes for something similar to that. Despite the fact that well, not all the community, a substantial part of the community has basically said, "Can you please give us a survival mode for Division 2, please?"
There you go. The Division Heartland, a Ubisoft original. But actually, one, it's not original because The Division's on top of it, and this is the third thing for Division 2.
Heartland. I'm trying to get...
No, that's it.
That's a bunch of trees. Yeah, it's a battle royale.
Yeah.
It's a battle royale. That's what it'll be. I'm calling it now. It'll be a battle royale, but without any of the cool mechanics that they put in.
My thing for it is like I like like it's rebranding. That's all they're doing. It's just a rebranding thing, and I get that. But my whole thing for this is just sort of like I generally wonder how much they've spent on this.
Probably too much.
Just for somebody to go.
They could have spent $100 on this rebranding, and it still would have been too much.
Just for somebody just to be like a Ubisoft original. Okay. Was anybody
We're
questioning?
in the wrong job.
Was anybody questioning before if this was a Ubisoft game? Before? Is there any games that Ubisoft have that they didn't make originally?
I mean, there's Scott Pilgrim, because they just I think Ubisoft just published it.
Yeah.
They didn't make the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not many. Like, everyone knows the ones that are made by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Because they're Ubisoft games.
That's like going to Activision and Activision like releasing games and being like an Activision Call of Duty 92, an Activision original. Well, duh, no shit.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty Prehistoric Combat, an Activision original.
Activision original.
Bobby, you can have that one for free because it is shit. It's a shit title.
I actually want to see that. I'm not going to lie. I want to see Call of Duty with dinosaurs. This shit. You're just a dude with a bow. You're like, and just like, it's just Call of Duty combat with just like a stick. Like you're just throwing sticks at each other.
Or slings and bow and arrow. Yeah.
But you actually have to wind up.
Oh, the thing is,
you actually have to wind up the sling.
Don't go into too much detail because they will
you can't just run and then press R2 to fire. No. You've got to hold L2 to wind up.
Yeah.
To wind up, you have to do that. Otherwise, you can't just like hip fire, and then you press R2 to finger, and then you got to hold L2 again to wind. Same with the bow. You've got to do it. Could you imagine Call of Duty doing that? Could you imagine Call of Duty doing that? That'd be that.
I guarantee all the hip firing shotgun bullshitters would be very disappointed in it.
The fucking shotgun.
Like, I can't get my cross my bed shots with my spars. Well, no, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, there's no guns. You've just got rocks and rope. You weirdo. What's wrong with you? Like, is Far Cry gonna have this on their thing? Like, who doesn't know Far Cry is a Ubisoft game?
I mean, like we said, who doesn't know?
I could understand. Like, I could understand if this was like for like the little games that they release. The ones they publish for like little indie. The ones where they're like EA, where they go, look, we're good guys. We support that.
We support.
We help the little guys out. Those games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand them maybe putting that on then.
But then it's not. That's a false advertisement because it's not an Ubisoft original because Ubisoft didn't.
But I can't think of any games that I would say is AAA, right?
Yeah.
That Ubisoft make that you wouldn't know it's a Ubisoft game because I mean, they throw it in your face that it's their game.
They're also not very original.
Exactly.
Like, Assassin's Creed is a sequel. It's a series.
Yeah.
The Division 2. What was the last original IP they came out with? I think it's The Division. I want to say it's The Division. It's the last original IP they came out with.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because other than that, you've got Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and Division came out after Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh no, Phoenix. That's the last.
Oh yeah, Phoenix.
That's the last original IP they came out with.
Yeah, that's very true.
But again, you like it's a map split into different zones.
Yes, it
you
is.
climb up a big thing to reveal the map.
Yes, it is.
It's all the zones are full of like thousands upon thousands collectible things.
I know this because I'm playing the game right now.
Like, I've just said. Every single fucking Ubisoft
you
game.
could use that as a descriptor for any Ubisoft game.
Single one.
No one can tell you which game you're talking about.
So adding a Ubisoft original to all of those will make no blinding fucking difference.
Exactly. And it's not just that. It's like
We're in the wrong business.
Like with all the AAA gaming companies, like the first thing you see whenever you put a game into the thing is the name of the company.
Yes.
Like it shoves you right in your face.
Yes.
Like, how am I not gonna know that this is a Ubisoft game when the first thing I see when I put the game in is the Ubisoft logo, blinding me half to death?
Yeah, but here's another thing, because I know someone will argue, well, what about those that haven't played an Ubisoft game? Well, here's the thing: people who don't play Ubisoft games are not going to play a new Ubisoft game until they start making actual new Ubisoft games.
Yeah.
Instead of just the same skeleton with a new coat of paint.
Yeah. Like, maybe they'll like Rainbow Six, but like I highly doubt most of the people who play Rainbow Six are off playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, Rainbow Six is the outlier. It's the one that's... Rainbow Six was their attempt to get into the esports.
Yeah, and then there's the weird Battle Royale game that they came out with, where you could jump on roofs and all that sort of stuff. I can't remember the name.
I suppose. What is it? No, Phoenix is still the last one, I think.
No. That
came after Phoenix.
That came after.
Okay, so maybe with those ones, when they do something that's not an Ubisoft game, maybe that's for it. But like,
the thing is,
how much money did they pay the guy to come up with that?
That's very true.
How much?
A Ubisoft original.
How much? How much?
I'm in the wrong job. I really just I need to be a marketer. That's what I need to be. I could do
How
this.
much did they pay the marketing company for that change?
Or actually, I want to be the guy that gets paid to be, how about we don't do that? When they come up with a really stupid idea, like I get paid, it's my job to literally just say, let's not do that.
Yeah, but then they couldn't make all their money for their shareholders. And when I say their shareholders, I mean their CEOs who are the shareholders.
I still think they don't have to listen to me. I mean, they clearly don't listen to that person already. There's got to be one person in these companies that tell them not to do this.
Michael, Ubisoft thought it was a great idea to, one, put it's a Ubisoft original on all their games now, and two, you just look at the last 6 months of news reports on Ubisoft.
I know.
And the shit that's happened in that company.
Which, by the way, they still haven't sorted out. Or at least, if they have, they're not.
Regular reminder, fucking sort your fucking house out, Ubisoft.
Still haven't sorted all that shit out. And still haven't really addressed any accusations of the fact that they were protecting these people. Which is, two thumbs fresh.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, the Ubisoft is from France, and France are very Catholic.
Are they? I thought they were within it.
I mean, no, look, France tends to go fuck religion.
Yeah.
Religion is no excuse for us to tell you what to do, or for you can't do this just because your religion allows it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But Europe is pretty Catholic, apart from set areas.
Oh well. Anyway.
But yeah, Ubisoft is basically the Catholic Church of unable to change, and hides a certain group of people.
Yeah, likes to hide its dirty little secrets.
Yes.
Likes to bury them so far deep. But anyway, that's enough about Ubisoft and their terribleness.
Time to bash on someone else.
So, our favourite pastime, and I'm generally starting to think that it is our favourite pastime, is to bash on the Avengers. And, here we go again.
I mean, they're so slow balls. They're such soft balls. We can't help but hit them. I'm sorry.
This is.
I'm sorry. They need to pull the picture, coach. They need to pull the picture.
Okay, so we had. You remember that roadmap?
Yeah.
That they. That they had.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can get it up. I know it's somewhere.
I remember it. I never paid attention to it because fuck roadmaps. They never fucking work. I should know where I work.
Right, here we are. Okay. So on the roadmap, where we're up to, we're on the third part. We'll get to that in a moment. So this is where we start. We started off in March with the basically the next gen console update and the male Hawkeye. Right. This was pretty much panned by critics because it also added in the Maestro Hulk
The future,
the mini
future
story,
imperfect.
Yeah,
stuff.
mini story thing. Because basically it was exactly the same as the game that you were already playing and nothing else.
There was no
Hawkeye, Clint Hawkeye, so the male one, is exactly the same as Kate.
Bar one or two slight differences.
They are basically the same character, bar one or two, like maybe moves or something like that. So they got kind of panned by critics, deservedly so, by critics and fans. Also, around about this time, this is also the same time that they announced that people are leveling up too fast and they're complaining about it. Possibly the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
As a person that enjoys playing old school Final Fantasy games, there is no such thing as leveling up too fast.
Like anybody who plays a game that you level up on,
there is no
such thing as leveling up too fast. Nobody in their right mind would ever complain about leveling up too fast. The whole idea is for you to level up and be overpowered.
Yeah.
It's like that's the whole point of the system. We then basically went into the tachyon anomaly. Right? Mm-hmm. So basically this was the you basically just had power. It basically upped difficulty for enemies and all that sort of stuff.
But didn't change any of the combat, so it's still, the same as before.
You could play as any combination of your favorite heroes. There's only six heroes. Oh no, 8. There's only 8 heroes, and 7. two of them are the exact same one.
I was about to say, actually, really 7.
No, I'm giving them credit. I'm giving them a little bit of credit.
They don't deserve it. But
they don't deserve it, but I'm giving them something. Okay. Okay. So now we're on to the Red Room takeover, which apparently, it's actually getting well liked. People are actually coming back, and it's actually holding. I mean, it's not great. It's only.
It's doing better than before.
It's doing better than before. It's actually holding there like a normal sort of retention rate.
It's not hemorrhaging player base.
Yeah, basically people aren't playing it for 20 minutes and then
it stopped the bleeding,
leaving basically.
Yeah, it stopped the bleeding.
Yeah, and that I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, hold on, you usually bash this game, so what's wrong with this? Well, the Red Room takeover, you also get a special event skin. You can get special event skins in this. Now, my argument to this would be, surely they put event skins in the other 2 events that you've just had. Apparently not. You just got titles. By the way, title cards are not rewards.
They are literally spray paints. They are spray paints.
They're just little. No, they're not even spray paints. They're just little name tags.
Yeah, they're even worse than spray paint.
They're the dog tags that you get in Battlefield.
No one cares.
Nobody cares about them. Literally no one cares about them. But that's what you get. But there are special skins in this one. And you have to pay for them. They're not rewards. They're not. You can't grind for them. You can't. You can't do a special mission.
There's no. Some are paid behind a paywall. Some are available to obtain.
Yeah, or even both. Like if you want to buy them, they're there, but there is an easier way to go around it, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Not even that. Nope, not even that. You just have to buy these skins. And here's the worst part. I've seen the skins. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't.
Now, do you remember the original skins of the game when the game first came out?
Yes.
Now imagine that,
but worse.
But red and black.
I'm sorry, pardon. What?
And that's it.
So they're not even like really cool, one of a kind.
I'll see if I can get a picture of it.
They're not even like special, like cool skins that have like iconic moments in either comics or the movies. Say, for example, ultra ripped Captain America from the 90s, Onslaught, Iron Man. Nothing like that.
There you go. That's it. And they want you.
Oh my god! What?
And also, you have to buy each one individually. You can't buy it as a pack. And it's roughly around about $14 for a skin. Okay. That's it. I mean, I think that's Hawkeye. No, that's not Hawkeye. I'm guessing that's Captain America. He looks like a knockoff Daredevil. You know, in the Netflix there.
No, he looks like a really shit version of US Agent.
Actually, yeah, he does.
A really shit version.
He really does.
Let's all be honest, okay, guys? US Agent is a shit version of a Captain America.
Yeah.
And this costume is a worse costume than it's a shit version of that.
Well, to be fair, US Agent is supposed to be a shit version of
I know.
Captain
Well,
America.
no, that's the thing. It's intentionally a shit version of Captain America. It's intentionally done worse.
What have they done to the Hulk?
He doesn't even look red or black, though. He looks purple.
Why is he purple all of a
Why
sudden?
is he purple?
Iron Man just...
Why is it not Red Hulk? Why is it not Red Hulk?
Iron Man just looks... Well, I don't even know what Iron Man looks like. He's... You know... I know. You know what? He looks like one of those weird... You know when the Formula 1 cars got those really long nozzles?
Oh, the stub noses.
Yeah, they kind of look like Anteater.
Yeah.
You know, the Ferrari one.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
No. You know the Dark Troopers from Star Wars, man.
Oh yeah, so the knockoff Real Steel stuff from from the Mandalorian. Yeah, he looks just like a knockoff of those. So he's a knockoff of a knockoff.
He's a knockoff of a knockoff. It's like, oh my fucking gosh.
Right, so Kate looks like she's in the wrong goddamn game. She looks like she's supposed to be in The Witcher or something.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even know what Clint's doing. What the hell's that? Why is he wearing sunglasses? Does he wear sunglasses now?
Sometimes. I think Clint looks like he's supposed to be in a League of Legends.
Yeah, I think
it looks like he should be in League of Legends.
Like the weird thing is, it's like they've tried to go the comic book way, but also take the movie look of Clint. Of Hawkeye?
Yeah,
and they've mashed them together, and he's
really.
But
the
worst one is Captain America. Look at Captain America.
Captain America's just so.
That's not Captain America.
Is that not even a proper fucking helmet?
He's not even wearing a helmet. He's just wearing one of those eye mask things.
Yeah. What the fuck?
He looks like the Green Hornet decided to go to the gym.
Yeah.
He's just missing his hat.
Yeah.
The only one that actually looks any good.
Yeah.
Is Black Widow.
Yeah, because
it's
Black Widow and
they've literally done nothing.
The predominant colour is black.
They've literally done nothing to her costume other than change her hair colour and add some red lines. That's it. They've done nothing else to Black Widow.
Why haven't they given...
What is the point? Oh, there is one thing. They've also added a special skin. It's a Black Widow... It's Scarlett Johansson skin for Black Widow. That's also... But you can't get that. You have to buy that as well. And that's a gold one, so that one is $14 for the skin. To which my answer to that is, am I getting Scarlett Johansson as the voice actor to this?
Is Scarlett Johansson? If I buy this, am I also getting the Scarlett Johansson voice acting for this skin? No,
because I'm not paying $14 for a skin. That's not happening.
I wouldn't pay $5 for the lot.
4 just looks like a weird battery.
They're terrible.
Oh, actually, you know what? I tell a lie. Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel looks.
Miss Marvel looks pretty good.
Miss Marvel looks
to be honest, her costumes have actually looked pretty damn neat.
No, she's got one decent looking one, and that's it. The rest of them are just kind of yeah. What I don't understand is if this is supposed to
if you compare them to the others, hers have usually been better than the rest.
Okay, you've got a point there. I'll let you off there. What I don't understand is they could have done something here. They generally could have done something here.
Here's the thing, right? Why?
I still don't understand, right? I don't understand the thinking about this game. I know it's supposed to just be a money grab. That's clearly what all this is.
Yeah.
But I don't understand when it comes to the stuff that you can give the players of the games to grind for. Mm-hmm. So skins, because players will grind for skins, right? We know this.
Yes.
If there's something cool looking to grind for, players will go for that.
You just have to look at all this.
Why are they not there's movies coming out or using it's took them this long to give us the movie look for Black Widow. Why not add them in before? Why not give us the movie? Well, maybe not the Hulk because. The game version just basically looked like.
Yeah.
But why not give us the Captain America the first Avenger movie look as a skin.
Oh yeah, the padding in that.
Or give us
Proper,
Iron Man from Iron Man 3. Is Iron Man 3 the one where? No, give us the nanotech.
Oh, from Endgame.
From Endgame. Give us that costume.
Oh hell, the white and red one from 2.
Yeah.
The one that was the suitcase.
Yeah.
Which is a massive homage to
the cartoon series.
To the cartoon series.
Why not give Hulk? Give us. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that Hulk looks good in other than the Roman attire?
Well, what, apart from Planet Hulk.
Planet Hulk and Worldbreaker Hulk.
No, just give us Worldbreaker Hulk. That's all I want.
Just give me Worldbreaker.
Just give me Worldbreaker Hulk. Your combat system can't handle Worldbreaker Hulk, but let me have that problem.
I mean, Kate Bishop doesn't have that many costumes. You've got free reign there. Just make some up for her to give her some sort of dynamic, so that she at least looks different. Other than, well, she's the female Hawkeye, so she just has to.
Yeah,
look
I mean, yeah, her
like
first her first costume. Yeah, first costume will look like Hawkeye. Given. But just go fucking. Why
Hawkeye,
is no one going with the rule of cool?
Why is Hawkeye still not got the pointy fucking visor thing?
Oh, the ridiculously pointed visor.
Yeah, that he had in the comics. Why does he not have that?
And why are they behind a paywall?
Why is Thor? Why are you not giving Thor his I don't know when he becomes basically Odin?
Yeah.
That costume. Old man Thor. Why don't you give Old man Thor?
Yeah,
where he's got the eye patch and all that shit like they do in the movies. Or give us the movie look.
And I think there's so many things to break down in this, right? 1, the pricing is ridiculous. 2, I mean, how much are they charging each for these?
Right, I think if I remember correctly, a purple skin is $7.
And these are.
I think these are purple.
I wouldn't pay even half. I wouldn't pay $7. I wouldn't pay $7 for the lot of them.
And a gold is $14.
Which is the Black Widow.
The movie Black Widow.
The white.
No, no. It's from Endgame.
Endgame.
It's that costume.
Endgame costume.
Although, yeah, there you go. There's another costume. The Black Widow. The movie. That's
Black
coming
Widow
out.
movie's coming out. Her white Black Widow costume that she looks that we've seen in the trailers looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, it
looks amazing. I mean,
I mean, why not give? Because there's that. I can't remember his name, but it's basically Russia's version of Captain America. But he's in the Black Widow movie. Yeah. Why not give Captain America that skin?
Yeah.
You know?
Why not?
Why not? It's pretty much the same thing.
Hell, they've got is it a Netflix series? No, it's a Disney Plus series where the What Ifs that's coming out.
Yeah.
Where they've got, instead of it being Steve Rogers getting this serum, it's Thingy Carter.
Peggy Carter.
Peggy, yeah, she gets it, and she's actually becomes Captain Britain. Give us a Captain Britain costume.
Yeah, but I want Arthur as Captain Britain.
I know, but no, it's Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
But in the Captain Britain costume.
Okay.
So like Arthur.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. I still want Arthur though.
Yeah.
Because the whole sort of Excalibur. Look, if you've read the comics, you'll know what I mean when I'm saying this.
Yeah, Captain Britain is literally they take a whole bunch out of.
It's fucking Camelot.
It's Camelot. Arthurian legend.
All right. You'll understand. I'm not being no, I don't want Peggy.
Right, let's get back to this, right? And the absolute, first things first, I've read reports and people are protesting. First, there's a fan base large enough to protest. Go, guys. 2, there are so many things wrong to break down in this. 1, the pricing is terrible. 2, you've spent so long and this is what you come up with? Because they've been probably developing these costumes since before they announced the roadmap, which was last year. We're nearly in June.
Yeah, we're at the end. We're coming into summer, which we're going to have the Cosmic Cube next. Then we've got Wasteland Patrol.
And then War for
Wakanda,
which has no date.
But none of these have any dates.
Yes, Summer and Beyond.
Just Summer and Beyond.
Oh my god! Just like... So you've got the pricing, which is way over. They're overpriced by fucking hell. 2, there's nothing for people who have already paid.
Oh, actually
money.
no. This is actually on the roadmap. Outfits inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it is. They are coming. They're just not here yet.
I'll believe it when I see it.
But my thing is that you've got a slight problem there. You've only got 8 characters. One of them isn't in any of the movies.
Yeah.
Hulk doesn't wear anything.
Yeah.
Other than his pants, and you've already got the costume that he wore in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no costumes there.
Yeah.
Captain America has maybe 3.
Yeah.
Alright? And you've already got one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Iron Man's the one with the most costume changes.
Yeah. Because he has a different name. Well, one, like, he has his original, the silver one, then the Iron Man suit. Then Iron Man 2 has, I think, the
suitcase.
silver, the suitcase one, and another one. So that's 4.
Then you've got
Then you've got 3, which has an absolute shed ton of Iron
Man suits, but like we don't know what they're really in. I mean, I suppose
you've got the Avengers one, and you've got like each Iron Man suit. There are differences. Some of, I mean, you know, it's Iron Man. They do blur into one at times.
Hawkeye's got 2.
Yep.
Hawkeye's got his normal one, the weird purple sort of thing, and then the one that he was wearing in Endgame, with where he had the katana basically.
Yeah. His Ronin attire.
Black Widow. I mean, she's got the Iron Man 2 outfit where we first see her. Yeah. And then the rest of them are pretty much the same. Yeah. There's not really anything different.
Except by Endgame. I think by Endgame she goes. By Infinity War she has.
In my honest opinion, they really should just already have the Marvel Cinematic Universe skins in. Yeah. They should already be in, and what they should be doing is implementing comic.
But like, yeah, but the problem is
like legacy skins.
There's so many things wrong here. Like the fact that they've spent so much time, because this wasn't done. In a week. Like they've spent time and money on this, and that's what they come up with. They put it behind a paywall. They don't give anything for anyone who doesn't want to spend extra money, because the game's not free. It's not a free to play game. It's a $60 game. So people have already paid money for this, and they want more money for that. The fact that there's nothing for people to even grind for.
Yeah.
And they still haven't solved some of the major issues with the game. Yeah, they've added this, but it's only going to last so long before people are going, okay, where's the new content?
Well, that's for Wakanda. You've got to wait for Wakanda.
That's date is... Yeah, but that doesn't have a release date.
No, it doesn't. Actually, it's got something here. Okay, so, War for Wakanda. This is everything that's coming in the thingy. New hero, Black Panther. New hero outfits. Power level cap increase. New villains, including Claw. Ooh. New Claw faction enemies. New story. New Wakanda jungle biome. And new outpost. There you go. That's everything that's coming in War for Wakanda.
One biome.
You never know. This might be...
It might be a really big biome.
War for Wakanda might be Avengers Taking King. It might just blow everybody out of the war and be like, oh my god, this is good. No, it's not.
It's not. I'd love it to be, but it's not. Because here's the thing. I'm a Marvel fan. I enjoy Marvel. The comics are a bit like...
I like 2 things from Marvel. X-Men and Moon Knight. And X-Men has sucked for the last God knows how many years.
Until
and Moon Knight is so niche.
X-Men doesn't suck at the moment, but that's because it's Jonathan Hickman.
Yeah, that's the comics. I mean, like, I'm talking about TV and movies.
Oh yeah,
X-Men sucked.
X-Men Evolutions was the last decent good.
And Moon Knight's so niche that there's a lot of people. If anybody is watching this, they'll go, "Who the fuck's Moon Knight?" And the fact that Moon Knight's getting his own Disney Plus series has generally made me really, really happy, because it's just like, holy shit, Disney know who Moon Knight is. What the fuck?
The problem is that they know.
They're probably going to butcher him.
Yeah, they know that too few people will know Moon Knight, so that if they fuck around with him, people won't notice. That's my worry. Granted, Disney haven't per se really fucked over Marvel's properties as much as they did with Star Wars. So
and their own.
Mulan.
Look at Mulan. Good God.
There was no need. Mulan, Lion King, Lady and the Tramp. There is no need to make live action movies of those.
I'm just waiting for them to start doing the Pixar ones. I'm generally just waiting for them to live action Toy Story. Good God, that is going to be a horror show and a half.
Yes, it is. Live action Up.
Why is little Timmy having nightmares? We watch Toy Story, the live action. Oh my God.
Why did you? Do you not love your child?
That's because you're going to be punishment for people. Oh, you murdered somebody? Well, guess what your punishment is? You're stuck watching Toy Story live action.
You can have the electric chair or the live action Toy Story. Give me the electric chair. Oh, that was a bit dark. But anyway. But like,
the other thing that I don't understand
this is a game that just keeps coming out with things, and I go, why? Why did you not at one point go, doesn't sound like a good idea?
The other thing that I do not understand, like War for Wakanda is fine. I can understand them doing that, but what's the whole idea of the characters, right? Why are they not following Disney? Because Disney's got this fantastic roadmap for what's coming, like on their
Disney have you seen Plus the trailer
and the movies? Like, why are they not following them? Like, so. I'm gonna butcher this goddamn name.
Yeah, especially
Shang. I can't.
Shang-Chi,
that's the fucking one.
I may have pronounced it wrong as well.
I think that's the next TV show.
It's looking actually pretty damn cool.
So why not give us something from there? So Doctor Strange, or fucking give us him.
I mean, hell, you could have that brings into the Mandalorian. Not the Mandarin. It brings in the Mandarin and the ring, because that's the whole thing about that series is the rings. I mean, granted, they're bracelets at the moment, but their magical powers.
Oh no! It's bracelets and ring. He's got but they're the same as the bracelets.
Yeah.
You know, like Doctor Strange, they've got those glowy things.
Yeah.
It's like that, but they're on they're on his fingers as well.
So. But no, the thing is, I was like, because I know I heard some people complain the bracelets, and I'm like, yeah, but they're magical powered things.
Yeah, it's just the same.
The Mandarin could get it and go, no, I'm not going to wear these rings. You're going to be rings on my hand.
Yeah,
there we go.
You can always do that.
That's easily done. It's an easy fix.
I'm trying to think.
There is Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that. Eternals.
There's the Eternals, which, if I'm honest, I'm not really bothered about the Eternals. I'm just not. There's nothing about the Eternals that's generally interesting.
Could
in
be worse.
Comics.
Could be worse. Well, it could. It could be the. It could be Black Bolt in them.
Oh, it could be the Inhumans. No, we've already had that, and it sucked so bad that people forgot about it. I'm just saying.
No. Right. We've had Inhumans, but we've not had the Inhumans.
No.
Black Bolt and the.
No. We've had that.
Really?
Just not in the movies. So you know Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
There was the TV show Inhumans.
Yes.
That was with that.
Yeah, but we didn't have Black Bolt wasn't in that, was he?
Yes, he was. Or Medusa was in it. Lockjaw was in it. The guy whose power is that he can see possibilities of things is in it. Which, by the way, is the stupidest fucking power. Yeah, all the major Inhumans are in that.
They have to retcon that because that was shit.
It's so bad. It is so bad. They even this is the big thing that they had for it, right? The first 2 episodes were shown in cinemas.
Oh my God! Why?
That's how big they thought it was going to be. It was not very big.
Well, yeah, because the Shield, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. portrayal of Inhumans was not good. Because they basically played them off as poor men. They was like, yo, don't worry, we don't need mutants, we've got Inhumans. Why? Why have you done such a thing? Why have you done this? Why have you done this?
Yeah. Fucking.
To be honest, I wish Disney would get off their arse and figure a way to get mutants into the fucking cinematic universe, because
we've got
that is literally all we're waiting for.
We've got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I think it's called.
Which is a lot of people are wondering if that's how they're going to do it.
Maybe. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Not too bad. But we've also got, because I think the next
I just wish
Spider-Man movie is also going to deal with multiversal things.
Yeah, I just wish they would start dropping hints.
Because there's rumours for...
the worst thing they can do is just do a movie and have it end and then go, mutants are here! That's like, no, don't do that! You were so good in Phase 1 with dropping hints to all these other superheroes.
What I think I would do, and this is just me, so I'm not a big time writer or anything like that, so don't... but what I would maybe do is, like, if something happens on the multiversal level, that it affects time.
Yeah.
In the main MCU.
Yeah, basically stuff that didn't happen all of a sudden did happen. Like,
so,
all of a sudden,
Magneto is...
like, you have, like, Magneto, like, just, like, in a newspaper, like,
or you just take the stuff, like, the cool stuff that happened in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
And just have them magically happen because of this weird timey-wimey stuff. So, like the Holocaust scene in X-Men 1, where it's a young Magneto who bends the door.
Yeah, bends the gates.
That automatically happens, and then we start seeing funny things like that. And what would be really cool, because they have announced that Captain America 4 is going to be made, is like maybe because Steve Rogers has obviously gone back in time. He's like reads a newspaper and being like, I don't remember this happening. I don't remember this. I'm sure somebody within S.H.I.E.L.D. would have told me this.
Yeah.
Like, so you have some people who are like, no, these things never happened.
This didn't happen the way I thought that I remember it happened.
Yeah, this thing
something's off. Yeah, that's the way. I mean, I know we've gone. We can only bash on the Avengers game.
Yeah, I don't want to bash on the Avengers game.
But yeah, it's just more news of like, why, how, why do you, who, you need someone to say no, this is a terrible idea. Either that or whoever. Or
just somebody to come up with an idea.
Budgeting your stuff really needs to get replaced.
Just somebody to come up with a good idea. That's what you need.
New content.
Yeah.
Just give them new content. Something else to do. Something fun to do. Not just shove like the same enemies but with a different skin. Not, oh, you've got to grind for name tags. And not, oh, you want new skins? Well, you're going to have to pay more money for a game that you're not happy with.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on to something that I would put as positive, because I'm actually I'm quite happy with the Japanese side of the gaming industry at the moment. There is always
Kojima. Not Konami.
Konami.
There is always Konami, and they're bound to release something this year. It's bound to be shit.
There's always Capcom, who always end up doing something fucking stupid. And there's also Sony, who always also end up doing something fucking stupid.
And then there's Nintendo, who will do something.
But I would argue that for the last year, I would argue that the Japanese side or the Eastern side of the gaming industry,
they've not been as big douchebags as the Western side. I mean,
now this might be because we've just not been
hearing about it.
That
is very true. Also, let's all be honest, that is not a very high bar to get over. I mean, literally, people crawling.
I mean, a
small child crawling can probably get over it.
All you have to do is shake a man's hand when they come through the door, and you're already better than Activision, EA, Ubisoft, and Take Two. You're already better than them. You just have to say hello and shake their hand, and you are, you're at least on the humanity scale.
Yeah,
a little bit. But anyway, talking about the Japanese side, Capcom have reported record profits driven by Monster Hunter and Resident Evil. Obviously, that's because they're the two latest games that have come out. Resident Evil 8, I think, smashing the record for first day profits of a Resident Evil game.
Mm-hmm.
And Monster Hunter Rise. Well, Monster Hunter is just Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter just makes money. It's the Richard Branson of the gaming industry. I generally think they could just release a Monster Hunter game where you literally did nothing and it'd still make money.
Well, the thing that goes for Monster Hunter is the fact that you constantly just get
better,
but also you you look more. The more you play, the more and more you look like a badass.
The other thing that I like about Monster Hunter is the fact that like I generally feel rewarded about learning learning mechanics of monsters, of the different monsters,
the gear that you have,
and the gear that I have, and the weapons and stuff. Like I feel rewarded every time. Like if I learn how to properly use the berserk mode and the twin blades, when I learn how to properly use that instead of just pressing the button and madly going in. Like once I'd learned that, I was like, yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, I was starting to get, the not blade scythe, the big one. The big one, yeah. I was starting to get used to like the charge system for that.
Yeah.
Starting to do actual proper damage. I was like, oh my god, this is actually quite fun. But Monster Hunter. Look, Monster Hunter. The team behind Monster Hunter knows what works and what.
Yeah, I think the really good thing about Capcom at the moment is everybody who is in charge of a certain like game type.
Yeah.
So the people who are in charge of Street Fighter, because Street Fighter is killing it now.
Street Fighter 5 is finally at the point where I'm literally like, you know what, this is a damn fucking good game.
They're killing it now.
It's not the same. It's like the two guys, and they've replaced the guy who was originally there at the start.
Yeah.
And the fact that I think the biggest tell for Street Fighter 5 about the people who are in the decision making positions understand the community they are making this game for and having the content for. The fact that they added a rival school character. And it was Akira, not the main protagonist, not a member of the main protagonist's school, none of the three. It was Akira.
Yeah.
The biker girl who has nothing to do with the main story, yet they added her.
And she's awesome, by the way. She looks awesome.
She looks fucking
I'm actually really looking forward to trying her out on Street Fighter 5.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said with Monster Hunter, they know their audience, so they're not. They're expanding on that, but they're not going too far. They're not trying to.
They're expanding on it, but not to the point where it breaks what makes it.
What I think they're actually doing is they're playing to their audience, and what they're hoping is that their audience will go out and tell people.
Yeah.
That this game is really good. Yeah. Come and play this game.
Which is working.
Which is working. The Monster Hunter is killing it. Like Monster Hunter is the money maker for Capcom. Like they're just rolling in it.
And then Resident Evil 8
has just blown up. The people are in charge of the Resident Evil series at the moment.
They just need to give us that Outbreak, please.
Yeah, right. So hold on. They released 7, and then they did 2 and 3 as remakes, and then 8's come out.
Yeah.
Right. So Outbreak now. Come on, remaster
Outbreak.
If you're doing this sort of cycle thing,
if there was a game that deserves a remaster. Because it came out basically
way before its time.
Like Outbreak is definitely the two Outbreak games are definitely it.
I would,
because just multiplayer survival through Raccoon City in the way that Outbreak did it would be fucking phenomenal, because it didn't keep the group together. Like everyone could and ended up splitting up, like, and that in a like survival horror Resident Evil game, that's what you need to do. You need to have the team split, because let's all be honest, a horror game should be like a horror movie. Not everyone's gonna survive.
Yeah, or like they can, but you generally have to work together.
You have to work together, and let's all be honest.
When you split, that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
So yeah, Resident Evil's doing really well. 8 has, like I said, smashed the. I think it has smashed the record. If it hasn't, it's probably just behind Resident Evil 4. But I think that's in total sales. I think day one, I think 8 has.
Everyone was looking forward to 8, and not just for big booby vampire lady. It looked really, really cool.
The guys behind the Devil May Cry team.
Devil May Cry 5 was a return to pure, unadulterated.
It was their
badassery Devil May Cry, and then they decided, you know what?
You know what this is missing?
Do you know what this is missing? You know what? Everyone goes on about 3 and the fact that we gave them Virgil.
Yeah.
So do you know what we're going to do? We're going to give them Virgil.
We're going to give you your edgelord. Here is your edgelord.
Here's your edgelord. And his awesome katana. Now,
oh my god.
Go be an edgelord with it.
So, yeah. Devil May Cry's done really well. I'm trying to think what else. Is there any other games that Capcom are doing at the moment?
There probably is. I just can't off the top of my head.
I think because they're like the 4 main.
They're the 4 main ones.
For Capcom.
Do you know what? I want Capcom to go on a massive remake of certain games. Rival Schools.
What I really want is with King of Fighters being announced. I want a Capcom versus SNK.
A new Capcom versus
Capcom versus SNK. Speaking of King of Fighters, have you seen the amount of characters?
Oh yeah, King of Fighters has always been ridiculous.
I think at the moment we're on to 16.
Just wait till. I mean, come on, let's all be honest. Tekken 7.
Yeah, has a few.
Has a few.
There's a few. This is without season passes.
That is very true. Trying to think. Street Fighter 5 started with, I want to say 12, but I'm thinking actually that started with 16.
It might have. I can't really remember because I didn't enjoy.
Here's the thing, right? Who would have thought after Street Fighter 2 with its 8 characters?
No.
Who would have thought that people were going 16? That doesn't sound like a lot.
I know, exactly. Like that's mainly because of like Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Tekken Tag and Marvel vs. Capcom.
The Tekken series in a whole.
Yeah, the Marvel vs. Capcom game, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because that has a ridiculous amount of characters.
Yeah, Capcom needs to. I want them to basically remake Rival Schools. I want them to re-release Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Because we've got the PS2 version, but everyone says that's not the best. I mean, granted,
it's the Dreamcast version?
Dreamcast version is apparently the best one. However, I would like to point out either that or the PS3 one that was limitedly available, I think, only in the United States.
Yeah.
Because, fuck Europe.
Which that was actually just the Dreamcast version.
Yeah. But I think they did some work on it for online and also to enable 60 frames.
Yeah.
But anyway, I would really like them to re-release a HD version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Rival Schools, and the Outbreak games.
I want Dino Crisis.
Yes.
I want Dino Crisis. You know what? If any game in the Capcom library deserves a remake, a remaster at the scale of like
just the first one.
Resident Evil 2
yes.
is Dino Crisis.
Just the first one. Don't take anything out either. Like,
just do what you did with Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, don't do what you did with Resident Evil 3 and take a whole chunk out of the game. just do 2. Just do like you did 2. Like, the beats are the same. Well, the beats are as similar and as long as the original was.
Yeah. I'm totally down for Dino Crisis.
Yes. Man. So there we go. Capcom, there's your next stuff while you're waiting for.
You never know. Dino Crisis might become. You might have, instead of having 5 in 4, you'll have 5. No, you won't. You won't. No, Dino Crisis. Not with Dino Crisis. That's not going to happen.
But yeah, Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis. Let's be honest, right? Dino Crisis deserves some love. It deserves. The third Dino Crisis game deserves to be remade because it has just as much of the charm and goofiness that the original Resident Evil and the Resident Evil 2 had. And it tapped into that at the time, the whole Jurassic Park thing perfectly.
Yeah, didn't it?
Like the fact that
I think it was Jurassic Park 2.
Like, but the fact was, like, the big bad was the T-Rex. Yeah. And it had the...
Yeah.
With a screen shock, and he was coming. It was like, oh, shit.
Here we go.
Run!
The Lost Planet. I don't want a remake or anything like, but like I just remembered like Lost Planet is also a series.
Yeah, Lost Planet. I wouldn't mind, but it's one of those where like if it didn't come back, I wouldn't miss it.
I'm not bothered.
Yeah. But like, let's all be honest, right? Rival Schools deserves a remake. Outbreak 1 and 2 deserves a remake.
I wouldn't say a remake for Rival Schools. I'd like a new Rival Schools.
No, I think a remake. It's been that long.
Well, no, you could always do what you did with Street Fighter 4. Because Street Fighter 4 is kind of a reboot.
In a sense, but it's right. Not right. Street Fighter 4 and 5 are still set between Street Fighters 2 and 3.
Yeah.
That is literally where they're set in the timeline. It's like, you go Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
By the way, Capcom, could you please make Street Fighter 3 available back on markets, please? Yeah, please. Some of us were not able to get it when you had it on the PlayStation Store or on the PS3. And could you just give it on PS4? That'd be great. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, people should play Street Fighter 3. You should really play it." I would love to if I had been able to get my hands on it. Be great.
Devil May Cry.
Oh, I hate
the first one.
Well, right. Here's the thing.
No. Not a remaster. Not the.
Redone in the way...
In the same style as Devil May Cry 5.
Ooh, that could be quite good. That could be good.
Devil May Cry. Or Devil May Cry 3 if we're going to be... Personally, Devil May Cry 3 because that game's amazing.
Yes. Devil May Cry 3 is amazing.
But yeah, Devil May Cry, I wouldn't mind them being like, yeah, we're remastering... Well, no, not remastering. Remastering.
Yeah, I think the thing is like the Devil May Cry series, apart from 2, I look at them and go, do you know what? They don't really need...
Oh, no.
Not yet.
Yeah, but you could argue in that a lot of the games that are going to get remade, they don't need to be remade.
Well, the thing, what I mean is like Rivals, like Crash Bandicoot trilogy. That deserved a remake because of how old the game was.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying about Devil May Cry. I think Devil May Cry should be remade because it's the beginning of Dante.
That is very true.
It's the first game. You have to go very far for people not to know who Dante is.
Yes. But I think, yeah, I get what you're saying. And yeah, Capcom at the moment are just hitting things out of the park, which, is understandable if you look at what they're doing.
Yeah, if you look at the games that have come out from Capcom, they're doing very well.
They know what they're doing. I mean, it's a bit obvious that the next Street Fighter game has clearly been put on the back burner.
Yeah, but that was probably put on the back burner since the new people came in. So most likely they've started from scratch.
Yeah.
So whatever was there, they've clearly just trashed it and they're starting again.
Yeah.
So... But that's fine.
Which is fine. But they've realised what works and what doesn't, and they're using that on 5. Resident Evil 8 is a freaking phenomenon. I am still disappointed that the Resident Evil multiplayer shooter thing is a thing.
Oh, Reverse.
Their
25th anniversary thing.
Okay, fine. Good. You're allowed this misplay. You're allowed this one misplay. This is clearly a misplay because no one gives a shit. Like, no one playing a survival horror game literally goes around and goes, do you know what? This would make a good multiplayer.
These characters would be really good to play in multiplayer.
In a multiplayer combat game. This will be really cool to do. It's like, no. What you do is you do what you have something that's so good in Outbreak. Like, just take that idea and work on it and build on it and, make... You have now the technology and the infrastructure and the actual fan base to make it work. It's not that... It's like... Clearly I must be missing something because it seems so simple to me. Yeah. So clearly I'm missing something.
But anyway, into the numbers, because I've just realised that we haven't actually spoken about any numbers. They're operating on an income of... It's basically, they've gone up by 51%.
So,
right? They're
an increase of half.
34.6 billion yen, or $317 million.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
I don't think I could be able to spend that money fast enough. Like, if I had $300 million in the bank,
and they've got it,
I don't think I could spend it fast enough.
So that's their operating income, right? Their ordinary income is up another 52% at 35 billion yen or $321 million.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money. I mean, granted, they don't make games cheap anymore.
No.
Which part of it is their own fault. Like, you know, Activision with its fucking ultra-realistic, hyper-realism bullshit Call of Duty. But that's their decision.
That's their problem.
That's their problem.
That's
they decided
ours.
to do that, not ours.
But yeah. Monster Hunter Rise and Resident Evil 8 coming out clearly has obviously helped this. Yes. But both of them are very, very good games. Like to be fair, Monster Hunter Rise is at the moment the only game I'm watching on Twitch. I like watching people play.
To be honest, you probably, if it wasn't for that you yourself are playing Resident Evil 8, you'd probably be watching people play it.
Yes.
Which is what VODs are for.
Yes.
So basically, you get to a certain point, and then you watch other people play it to that certain point, and then you continue on. Mm-hmm.
That is the plan. Or I might just complete the game and then
watch people.
And then watch the entirety.
You could. There's that plan as well.
Yeah. But I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Capcom just smashing it out of the park, as they have been for the past couple of years. To be fair,
I think ever since 7 got released.
Yeah, I think 7 was like the
the
turning point for
7
Capcom.
feels. I mean, I may be wrong, but 7 does feel like the turning point for them.
Yeah, especially when it comes to games other than Monster Hunter.
Which was weird because when they first revealed that they were going first person, there was a lot of people going,
Yeah, I was one of them.
And then they released, the demo, and everyone
like, I'm down for
this. They're going back. Actually, it's first person, but this is not a shooter.
I was down for this. When we played that demo, I was like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to go.
I'm just worried because they've gone like a little bit more actiony for this game. It feels.
I think they've mainly done it because I think the rumors about the Resident Evil 4 remake was going to be true.
Yeah, that still doesn't go away, those rumours. They still are not going away.
So I think it was meant to be true, but obviously if the news about them, Capcom deciding to make it in-house instead of the team that made Resident Evil 3 making it, obviously it's been pushed back.
Yeah.
I think they were meant to be announcing, the last big Resident Evil thing.
Do you know what? I've said in previous videos that I look at 4 and go, I don't think it needs to be remade. I still don't think that. But if they want to incorporate Outbreak with 4,
if they want to give us an Outbreak that goes with 4,
I won't complain.
I'm not going to say no.
I'll be all for it. I mean, to be honest, Capcom, if you want money off me, do that.
Yeah.
Do that. I will buy Resident Evil. I will buy. This is official. I will buy Resident Evil 4
remake
if it comes with a remake of Outbreak.
I don't need to make that promise because I'm going to be buying the remake.
Yes. Yes.
I love 4. 4 is just so good. It's cheesy. It's actiony. It's great.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
The problem is that because 7 went a little bit more serious, there's not as much cheese. There's very little actual cheese in that. They're like it's gone proper serious horror now, Resident Evil, without the B-movie script.
I think that's why they're keeping that stuff for their remakes.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway.
But anyway, I think we'll end it there. That's a good spot. I do hope you've enjoyed these videos. That's a wrong ending. I do hope you've enjoyed this chat. Any comments on anything that we've talked about, obviously leave them down below. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.